Gentlemen, and welcome to the What Are You Doing, Stepbrother podcast. I'm Steve. That's
Big
Mike.
country.
We are the Stepbrothers, if you can't figure that part out. Let's talk about some wrestling. All right.
Wrestling.
We're really picking things up this week. It's weird, man. I feel like we're finally now in the period that we've been waiting for such a long time. We spent a month, 2 months in a lull period, I would say.
So the only thing I don't like about this time of year is we're now in the build for Crown Jewel, which is never like just a great show. It's not a storyline show. It's just the yearly
gotten
gift
more
to the
about-
Saudis.
They've gotten more. So it used to be like even like a non-canon show, pretty much. Like it was like a house show that you could watch at 3 in the afternoon on a Saturday, and it was just, I don't know, but they've gone towards the direction of making it more of a pay-per-view that follows along with the narrative, at least of what's going on in storyline. But you are in fact correct that it's typically, honestly, at this point, it's just like any of your other international shows, where
like
they
you're not
just-
going to miss anything if you don't watch.
they're just kind of
but-
doing shit just to do shit.
Yeah.
Case in point, but man, I don't hate it. Okay, there's something that I do hate about it. I will say that. But we've got a good main event lined up for Crown Jewel, and I do want to see that.
It's going to be very good.
Gunther versus
Hell of a
Cody.
match.
I like it.
It's going to be a hell of a match. It is going to be very good.
Okay, here's a thought that I had. You know, with Survivor Series turning into the War Games pay-per-view.
Yeah.
You know, this could kind of be their time to give us a little brand warfare, a little Raw versus SmackDown in Saudi.
I've been begging for brand warfare for a very long time.
You know, it'd be all right. I wouldn't mind it happening at Crown Jewel if we got it. You know what I mean? Like the event doesn't specifically concern me. So fuck it. I mean, that's just speculation that they'd go in that direction. But I mean, you got champion versus champion, and I will say the part that I hate is that they're giving them a belt.
Yeah, I think that's dumb, but at the same time, it makes perfect sense because it's Saudi, and Saudi dumps a shitload of money into this event every year.
You know, I could see it being. I mean, they're not going to carry that belt around. You know what I mean? It's just, it's a trophy. Like you won a trophy. Like take it home. Like maybe show up with it to Raw the next week. But
yeah, it just sucks because it's a super pointless belt, and it has no
meaning.
No meaning.
None, and it won't. Well, you know, this is one of those wait and see kind of things. Because I will say, hypothetically, this could be a really, really cool tradition if they did it every year. You know, and fucking let's say like Gunther wins, right? Say Gunther wins, and let's say Gunther's fucking champion at Crown Jewel next year, and he wins again. You know, that's cool.
That adds a little prestige to it.
Like that's cool. You know, if you're gonna dedicate yourself to this enough that you can actually build and add some meaning to it, then sure, I'm all for it.
Here's the only thing is I think Cody has to win it because if they do this to Gunther and Gunther wins, he will have won King of the Ring, the World Heavyweight Championship, and that all in the same year.
That's why I think it's going to happen.
I see. Now I agree, but at the same time, I think it's a bad idea because then it makes Gunther look even more invincible.
Okay.
Cody had his fucking number on Monday. Or not Cody, Sammy. Sammy had his fucking number on Monday until the chokeout, obviously.
So I actually want to dissect that in just a second. And everybody who's here, I hope you want to hear me go on this really long Gunther tangent because I've actually been waiting to do this. But, okay. Gunther is pretty much invincible, right?
Oh yeah.
Pretty much invincible. But you know what? There's one thing that causes Gunther to slip up and make mistakes. And that's because Gunther thinks he's actually invincible. His ego. And we see him lose because he overestimates himself and underestimates his opponent, and he slips up. Now, I think even with that, you are sort of building like a problematic narrative. However, I think one that Triple H and Gunther both are good enough to work with and kind of work around when the time comes. However, I will say for right now, I kind of like the way that they have presented Gunther. I like that Sammy was the one to beat him for that reason. Because now that Gunther is Gunther and he's on the main roster, you know, what we got in NXT UK especially, but even NXT, like
What?
It's I mean it's canon, but it's not really something that they are hammering us to remember. We certainly are not expected to remember that one Survivor Series appearance where Gunther stepped in the ring, got claymored by Drew McIntyre, and got pinned in 5 seconds.
Yeah.
But no, the Gunther that they are feeding us that we are supposed to know is the current Gunther, who really has only been beaten once. And all of that mostly to say that ultimately I'm torn on this Crown Jewel main event because I think on one hand you make a really good point. However, it's hard for me to see either of these men actually losing, even to each other. And it right now for me it's a coin toss. Like I couldn't really pick a winner because I can't book one.
Yeah.
And that's a problem with doing shit like this. Like it's cool, but like what does it really serve at the same time? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Because these are your two like very, very top guys.
Mm-hmm.
And like how do you pick a winner here? Like, do you do shenanigans?
Are you going to pistol whip the guy the next time he says shenanigans?
Yeah. Fuck, I'm not going to say that. I was going to say that word again, but now I can't. So if there's tomfoolery, if there's tomfoolery going on in this match, and that just opens the question again of like, what did any of this, like, why even book this match if you're going to end it with tomfoolery?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I think that they've got a lot ahead. Like, I don't know. Like, ultimately, it could be a case of like what you said in the beginning, that this is fucking Crown Jewel and like it's just stupid and none of it matters. Or knowing fucking Triple H, he could have booked the craziest fucking thing ever to happen in Saudi Arabia. And we're going to be sitting here the next podcast after that event talking about how we're going to make sure to fucking tune into Crown Jewel every year now.
Yeah.
Like, who knows?
Yeah. Seriously, who does know? And I think it could be really good. I'm excited for it. I think it's going to be a really good show. That'll be a really good main event. I think we're really wasting our time with the women's Crown Jewel Championship match.
So that's going to be Nia
versus Liv, and like Liv's going to put up a fight, but Nia has to squash her.
Yeah, again, it's another thing that opens itself to just stupidity because what are you going to have the Judgment Day interfere?
Yeah.
Because that's your only other option.
Yeah.
So you either make Liv Morgan look like shit or you fucking just bullshit another match.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I don't. And again, another reason why doing this brand warfare shit is kind of murky sometimes because it's not always on equal footing.
Yep.
And that's crazy because I think in a lot of ways Liv is a great champion But
she is a great champion. She's a
but this-
great wrestler.
But this
But it's-
character of hers right now does not lend itself to being someone to beat somebody who Nia Jax is portraying right now, because for like the fourth week in a row, like Nia Jax is killing it, you know?
Yeah, she
Like-
really is, man.
Like, yeah, she's going to kick Liv Morgan's ass,
She has to.
and I'm okay with it.
I'm excited to see what other matches we get at
Yeah.
Crown Jewel. You know, like maybe we get something with the Bloodline. Probably tag team championship matches.
Yeah.
They haven't been defended on a pay-per-view in a long time, so maybe
That's
they build something
true.
for that.
I wonder if this is going to be another like 5-match card.
Maybe. I bet it's more than that,
You would think.
because I think last year it was a 7 or 8 match card.
Yeah, I mean, they
I
tend
don't really remember. I watched it at work, so I was kind of like back and forth, you know.
Yeah. They kind of beef these Saudi shows up quite a bit.
They do. They do. So we've kind of gotten a little bit of ahead of ourselves.
A little
Let's
bit.
backtrack. Let's backtrack 6 days. Bad
Monday
blood.
night. Oh, Bad Blood.
Bad blood.
Bad at math. You're talking about fucking Saturday, not fucking Monday.
God, bro.
Man,
Bad blood was fucking insane.
fire.
Fire.
If you didn't
Straight
watch
gas.
Bad Blood, I don't know why you're watching this. Go watch Bad
Yeah.
Blood. It's on
You
Peacock.
living under a rock.
Yeah, you're
If
dumb.
you signed up for Peacock early enough, it's only $5 a month right now. It goes up to $7 next month.
Which is not bad
No, it's the cheapest streaming service I have
by far.
by far.
And they have other
By
good shit
far.
on there too, not just WWE, but they
Oh yeah,
also have
they've got a lot of good
everything
stuff on there.
WWE.
I just
But-
wish it was a little more organized, but that's a rant for another day.
Yeah, yep. I guess that's why we pay less than we did for the network.
Yep. And I can't wait for the network to come back.
Right. No, now it's just gonna all go to fucking Netflix one day, I bet.
You know what? I'm okay with that because I know Netflix will organize the fuck out of it and it'll be beautiful.
Yeah. But they're gonna be like, you ain't sharing this shit with nobody.
Yeah.
We're watching you. But anyway, that Hell in a Cell match.
Oh my God. Opened the fucking show
Yeah.
with what that should have been the main event. I still should have been the main event. They should have opened with Cody and Roman.
How many times now? And this is a hypothetical question. I know we could come up with a literal answer if we really tried. But how many times now have we said that the opening match of a pay-per-view should have main evented a pay-per-view that was main evented by a match that was only the main event because it ended with something that developed the story of the bloodline more?
Count about
The first thing that comes to mind is the Royal Rumble that we went to.
Yeah.
The
That
men's
should have
Royal
main
Rumble
evented.
opened.
should have main evented. Now I'll say this: that main event, 2023 Royal Rumble main event, that main event was fucking gnarly.
Yeah.
However, I still don't fucking like when the men's Royal Rumble opens the fucking show. It's the fucking show is called Royal Rumble. Main event the men's Rumble match.
See, for
Main event.
me, it's just it feels like you should bookend the shows with the Royal Rumbles. Like,
Do the women's first, do the men's last.
yeah, like absolutely.
Like you can have this fucking crazy storyline match in the middle of the show.
Yeah. Yeah, or
Okay.
alternatively, hear me out. Fucking
Open.
don't have that big moment at the Royal Rumble if it's going to cause you to, like, I don't know, like it's weird because
It takes away. It takes away from the person who wins that match. Like why the fuck did Cody return at Royal Rumble and win the Rumble just to be overshadowed by Sammy turning on the bloodline?
yeah.
Now, in the grand scheme of things, I get it. Now, I didn't then, but I do now because we know what happens. Like
Yep.
Cody won that Rumble for no fucking reason. Like, not no reason, but you know what I mean. Like nothing happened. He lost the match at Mania, and we washed, rinsed, and repeated, and he fucking two-peated the Rumble. Like,
Yeah.
so I wouldn't have had him win that Rumble if that was your plan all along.
It's a lot, man. I don't know. That's
right. That's a lot to digest. It's a lot to digest. But anyways,
yeah. But I will say, going back to Bad Blood, we're going to talk about that Hell in a Cell match. I would rate that pretty highly in terms of at least, modern Hell in a Cell matches.
Dude, that had to have been one of the best, if not the best, Hell in a Cell match I've ever seen.
Yeah.
And that says a lot for Cody fighting in one with a torn pec.
Okay, honestly, that's probably my favorite Hell in a Cell match. I can't say, even being like the world's biggest CM Punk fan. I hope you watch, Phil, but I still have to rate Cody's higher. But this one was very, very, very good. Like this one is among the greats. And I didn't expect to say that, quite honestly. I expected it to be pretty good to great, but I didn't expect it to be like an all-time like Hell in a Cell match. But Drew and Punk, man, they gave us the match that this storyline deserved, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And now it's got to be over, right? At least for now.
Yeah, I mean, I think so. Man, I don't know how you could continue with that storyline after that.
I don't know.
Like, Punk has 2 wins. I think it's over, especially with the beads. Like, the ending was just cinema for that story. So I think it has to be over, especially with Punk coming out the way he did on Raw.
Yeah.
Obviously, I think it's a work. I think he shows back up, but I don't think we see Punk until at least Survivor Series.
Yeah, I feel that. Yeah, he's been around constantly. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Constantly. Which is, I know, a lot more than we expected a year ago when he showed up.
God, I was shit talking him so bad for being part-time Punk, but he's been there a lot lately.
Yeah.
His first couple months he wasn't around, and then he got hurt as soon as he came back.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, fuck.
Yeah, and it's hard to expect much after that, honestly, especially, considering that, AEW, he spent a lot of time injured there. Immediately came in and got injured.
First match got injured.
And like it's tough. It's tough because it's like, fuck, man.
Old.
And like, how do you want him to justify continuing to do this?
Yeah, that's my thing. Like, and he seemed like he was being very real. When he was talking,
he always does
on Monday. Never know. He might show up in Saudi. He could. You never know.
That motherfucker, you never know.
I would like to see what's next for Drew. And obviously, he's got to let that fucking cut in his fucking head heal.
That motherfucker.
Jesus Christ, that thing was huge.
Yeah. Yeah,
that was intense. I can't believe they let him wrestle with that.
They said yes, blood in that match.
Mm-hmm. All of it. We want it all.
Yep. The rest of the show was pretty fucking good too.
Man, it was. I liked Nia's match with Bayley.
Yep. That should be a wrap now. That story more.
That one should be done. I honest to God, man, I even liked Liv and Rhea's match until Raquel showed up. She fucking ruined it. Like, I don't know. Like you're fucking out there. You hear the bell go, but you still pick up a lifeless Liv and lay her on top of Rhea. The match is fucking over, bitch. You fucking cost it.
Yeah.
Like, and I read something today on Rumor Roundup. the ref had no choice because they didn't even try to distract him.
Yeah.
So, like, what the fuck does he do?
Yeah. No, because, to my knowledge, referees are taught, to call everything like it's a shoot. You know what I mean? And it's on the performer. And like we see that so very little because, the people we see on television are the best of the best. You know what I mean? They're consummate professionals who have been doing this, professionally for many, many years.
For a
And
very long time.
so typically they don't make mistakes like that,
Yeah. Yeah, man, it's kind of silly to me that people who do this for a living can't figure out
Yeah.
that you've got to make it look real. Like,
Yeah. I don't know. It's a whole thing. I don't know. I don't know how to feel about that, but it's something. Again, I'll repeat what I said to you. I'm happy at least that Raquel is not going to be walking around fucking smiling anymore.
man, that's awesome. I was tired of watching her fucking smile.
I'm tired of that shit, dude.
Like, what the fuck are you smiling for?
At the end of the day, despite the really questionable return, she is someone who, underneath the fucking terrible smiling and flexing the back gimmick, I thought maybe had something to offer. If you could turn that into something.
I don't think she knows how to be a heel.
We'll figure that out because she didn't know how to be a face. So if she can't be a heel, then I don't know what to tell you, Raquel.
Mikey, just so you know, this is church, and this is our sermon.
Reverend
Welcome
Country
to the
up,
House of Wrestling.
yeah, Reverend Country up here.
I'm an ordained minister. This shit's legal. I don't give a fuck what anybody says.
Reverend Country was just telling us some shit from the Bible or something. I don't know.
But man, like, she's never been a heel. She doesn't know how to do it. They're not gonna let her talk. They're not gonna let her. They can't. They can't let her talk because all she can do is be stone face, and that's how they're gonna have to work it. Which I think is fucking
You think
dumb.
she's just gonna frown all the time now?
Yeah, dude. Like, she's just gonna be. Yeah, like, let's waste some more fucking money on this motherfucker.
She's just constantly fucking frowning now.
It's just fucking annoying, bro. Like, she's just the worst person they could have picked. Like, I get it. There's history there. I'd rather Natalya do it.
Shut up, dude.
Nope.
Don't you ever.
Nope. I'm already there.
I could never.
Natalya can at least play a face. Like, she can somewhat play
Not
a
to me.
heel. Like, I hate her. Like, I don't like the way she wrestles. I don't think she's very good. I don't think her character work is worth a fuck.
I don't like the
They
way
only
her
use
face
her
looks.
when they're in Canada now.
I don't like the way her face looks. I don't like that she prefers her uncle to her father.
Same.
I don't like.
But I think she's better than fucking Raquel.
I prefer Raquel.
But
they're
I think they should have. I think Raquel should have stayed in NXT for another year or two before they moved her up, because she needs work. You can tell when she's super uncomfortable. You saw her physically break character at Bad Blood and be like, "Fuck, I fucked up." Like, you saw it in her face. You saw it. It happened. You watched it happen. You can't do that. People like us can't see that. It has to be seamless. If you fuck up, you fuck up and you go. You don't acknowledge the fuck up. You don't fucking break.
Pretend like it never happened.
It didn't happen. It didn't happen. You know what I mean? Like, that's kayfabe. It didn't happen.
No sell it.
Yep.
Anyway, what else happened other than the main event, or was the main event the only other thing that happened?
There was the main event. There was something else.
Was it Sammy? No, that happened on Raw.
No, it happened on Raw. There was Dude, they could have had like a 9-match card with matches that all like fit the bill of Bad Blood. Like you could have had Sheamus and Pete Dunne. You could have had Sammy and Gunther. I'm sure there were others.
Yeah.
Man, okay, so we had Hell in a Cell. We had Nia and Bailey. We had Rhea and Liv. There was one other match.
Yeah, before the main event.
What the fuck? Oh, it was Damian and fucking and Finn, man. That
How
match
did you
was
forget
fucking
that?
gnarly. I don't know. That was a good fucking match.
Finn is just cooked, man. They're just not going to ever let that motherfucker do anything, are they?
I don't know, man. I think he's going to play this Judgment Day thing out for another year, and I think he starts cooking again.
I hope so.
I honest to God, man, I hope he becomes a solo heel, and we get like Prince Finn Balor again.
I hope we get something, man.
Oh my God, that dude's an asshole.
Yeah, he's cool. He's
Yeah.
cool. But then, yeah, we got Bad Blood Part 2 on Raw pretty much.
Yeah, dude. Bad Blood Part 2 on Raw was dope. Fucking Braun Breaker attacked Jay. My dogs are barking.
This cat's probably never heard a dog bark. Checks out.
So we had Sheamus and Butch.
Don't say that.
Don't call him that.
Don't say that.
I didn't tell my dad that. That was a good match. That was a good Donnybrook. I really enjoyed it.
Was it a Donnybrook? I thought it was a street fight.
Same thing.
I thought it was a no holds barred match.
Yeah. Extreme Rules.
Yeah. Could have been a no DQ.
Yeah. Could have been.
Yeah. Could have
Regardless.
been a street fight.
Could have been a Philly street fight. Could have been a Texas street fight. It could have been a Cali street fight.
Yeah.
I don't remember where they were at, but it was a Donnybrook.
Yeah. They need to have more. There wasn't enough people for it to be a Donnybrook.
Tarps off, boys. You want to have a chili, buddy? Let's have a Donnybrook.
Donnybrook! Fuck, man.
Care for a scrap?
They need to have an actual fucking Donnybrook one day in WWE.
I'd have a scrap.
Yeah. They need to see who's the toughest guy in WWE.
I don't think you could find him.
Well, I think that's kind of what they're doing at Crown Jewel. We're circling back around.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that was a fun match. The Gunther and Sammy match, dude. That was...
Those guys have really good chemistry.
Dude, those guys are so good together. They put on a fucking 5-star match every time. Every fucking time. Chad Gable, too. Chad Gable and Gunther, those dudes work really well together.
Sammy's booking is just so confusing to me because it's like sometimes
lose.
Yeah, sometimes
one win,
Sami Zayn,
couple of wins, and then lose.
Yeah, sometimes he's just Sami Zayn, but sometimes he's like the only motherfucker who can compete with Gunther.
Right? It's fucking crazy.
And like, why hasn't this dude been a world champion? Like, they need to go ahead and do that just to like add legitimacy to him.
Say
like,
he did it.
He deserves that. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like, he deserves that.
He does deserve it. I agree. And I think it's coming. I just don't know when.
Like, this motherfucker has main evented WrestleMania in a tag team match. You know, he was like the biggest part of the Bloodline storyline.
Oh yeah.
For a time. It's just nuts. It really and truly is. I don't know. It's weird that he's done all this and at the same time he's just Sami Zayn.
Yep. I think it'll happen.
Has to. It's like inevitable at this point. It's almost like main event Jay winning the fucking Intercontinental title.
Yeah. Shit. Why'd you do that?
Yeet.
Yeet.
Wait, hold on. But that one more time. No yeet. No yeet.
No yeet.
Because Big Jim is back in the house, boys.
Big Jim is back. Big Jim came back to save the fucking day. And Big Jim convinced the tribal chief, Roman Reigns, to help Cody Rhodes at Bad Blood.
Yep. And Big Jim needs help.
Big Jim got acknowledged tonight.
And Big Jim needs help.
Big Jim does need help.
He needs your help, Jay.
Yeet.
And maybe your help, Sammy. But the thing is, man, I don't think Roman's ready to admit that he needs Jay's help.
It'll come. It'll come quick.
I don't.
You got 2 months. Not even 2 months. It's like a month and a half to Survivor Series.
I've wondered for a while now how this was going to play out, right? And I think I'm already kind of starting to see, where they're putting the pieces into place. So I think,
I swear to God, if Jimmy costs Jay that fucking title on accident, I'm gonna be fucking pissed.
Man. Let's hope that doesn't happen. But I think that I think that it's going to be pretty easy for Jimmy and Jay to make amends. I mean, they're twins. You know what I mean? Like it can't be that complicated. But Roman and Jay, that's going to be a lot harder. And it should be. It should be. I would be fucking insulted if that wasn't the most fucking difficult thing in the world. Because it should be. This whole journey that we've been on with Jey Uso is meaningless if he goes back just like that.
Mm-hmm.
But it
has to be drawn out. Like, it has to come down to the fucking wire. Like, a week or two before Survivor Series.
Here's how I would do it. Jimmy goes to Jay. Jay tells Jimmy to go fuck himself, right?
Verbatim.
Yeah, go fuck yourself, Jimmy. And it's not Jimmy who convinces Jay to even forgive Jimmy. Jimmy convinces Sammy. Because that's the thing is Sammy is a soft guy. He's a sweetheart,
Vanover, shut the fuck up and you can leave whenever you're ready, bud. We don't want you here.
Why'd you acknowledge him?
I had to. He put that stupid fucking face on there.
You can't acknowledge him.
I had to. Pissed me off.
Thank you, Nathan. He is late and yeah. Anyway, now that I have been filled with disgust, I lost my train of thought. But fucking yeah. So Sammy is a good guy. You know what I mean? He will believe.
Somebody say train.
Train?
Never mind.
Anyway, Sammy will forgive Jimmy is the only thing I'm trying to say. That motherfucker will forgive Jimmy. And Jay's going to listen to Sammy.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how it's all going to happen.
I think you're right. Like 100%. Like that's how I see it going down as well. I think that's the right way to do it.
It's going to be fucking bullshit. All right, so we got war games, 4-on-4, right? We got Roman, Jimmy, Jay, Sammy versus Solo, Jacob, Tama Tonga, and the craziest motherfucker anybody's ever met in their life, Tonga Loa. And so they're doing the Bloodline versus Bloodline Civil War games, and then fucking
Who's the fifth?
The fifth
for OG Bloodline. Who's the fifth?
They've only got 4 for New Bloodline too.
Man, I can't math. You're right.
It should be 5-on-5, but they've done
Historically
4-on-4
speaking.
war games too.
Mm-hmm.
But I was gonna say it would be fucking bullshit if they're in the thick of this and then fucking Tala Tonga shows up.
That'd be crazy.
I'd be pissed, dude. I would
I
be.
mean, that'd be
serious.
the time to do it.
Yeah. But it's gonna be good. I mean, how long? Okay, and that's not even taking into consideration the piece of this puzzle that I don't know why I didn't go to Micromania because I've been dealing with bullshit.
What's up, Kenny, man? Happy birthday, brother. I'm sorry. I didn't realize it was your birthday this morning, man.
Happy birthday, Kenny. I don't know you, but happy birthday.
Thanks for working all day on fucking cars, doing body work and shit on your birthday. I appreciate you.
Good man right there.
Kenny's a bad motherfucker.
Shouts out to Kenny.
Shouts out to Kenny. Also, shout out to Vanover. Get the fuck out of here.
Daddy ass!
Oh, shit. What's up, Brad?
Ladies and gentlemen, while I lost my train of thought, let's just take a moment to have a word from our sponsors. The Step Brothers Wrestling Podcast is brought to you by Hot Dogs.
Hot dogs.
Hot dogs. Eat them while they're hot. Thank you. We are back.
Brad, are you at Hell Center tonight? Fuck being at work, dude. It's almost midnight, bro. It's terrible.
It's getting there. It is
I
getting
think when he goes over there, he does like a 24-hour shift, if I remember correctly.
Oofda.
Are you at Covenant? Overtime? Vanover, I don't know why you're saying what the fuck, bro.
Look, if we ignore him, he'll go away.
No, he won't. You don't work at Covenant or you don't work at Hell Center?
Goddamn cat.
Okay, so you're at Covenant.
Ladies and gentlemen, that piece of shit you keep seeing, her name is Flapjack. She's a little pirate. She's blind in one eye, and she just attacks me constantly and jumps all over my computer. You know, the joys of cat ownership.
She is also a happy hour pirate, just like Steve.
Our
matey.
I'm gonna make her walk the fucking plank if she doesn't cut her shit out. But anyway, back on track. Raw. Then we had SmackDown tonight. Which hell yeah, we're getting more. We're getting more.
SmackDown was good, man. SmackDown was good.
Everything circles back to just more bloodline shit.
Yeah.
And back to my original, the whole point of that was, that's what I was saying anyway. Jimmy needs help. He needs help from Jay. He's going to get it through Sammy, whatever. Kevin Owens
doesn't want to admit they need help.
Yeah. Kevin Owens is an asshole. I did too, Brad. I had to catch up on it before we got on here because I didn't get to watch. I was working all fucking night too until after SmackDown was over anyway.
Brad, when did you start working 24 on, 72 off? Jesus Christ.
That's intense.
It's intense, but like it's also pretty fucking cool.
Yeah.
Like he'll get off tomorrow morning, I'm sure, or tomorrow night, and then he won't go back until Tuesday.
Isn't it?
It's fucking Tuesday, isn't it, bro?
Isn't it, bro?
We need to get like, you remember growing up? Damn, growing up they had them Bubba teeth. we need to try and find like British teeth. Just some big fucking honkers, dude. Like 2 thumbs right here. It's fucking Tuesday, ain't it, bro? doing with your
Yeah.
phone?
You need to do that.
Laughing.
Oh, they hate us.
I bet they do. I mean, they're hanging out. There's 6 people here right now.
Well, there's
Technically,
five.
there's five. Five
There's
people
five.
and a piece of shit.
There's 5 people, and then there's a disease. But you know what? I'll take the number. I'll take the fucking number of your viewership, dumbass.
Cheers.
If you're watching this, folks, we don't want him here either, and that's okay. You know,
If you know who he is, send him a message. Let him know how much of a piece of shit he is.
yeah. You know, it's the cost of small time fame. You know what I mean? You can't shake these people. You know.
Yep.
Everybody wants to be a part of the Step Brothers bubble, and you know,
One of these days we'll get TikTok rich.
Yeah, we will. Once we do that, I will post his address in the comment section. Go egg his house, vandalize his things, and you go to the sand trap.
Montana, I don't know what the sand trap is, but I'm not going there.
Yeah, I mean, it's a
I
trap.
don't like the sound of that.
It's a trap.
It is a trap. I guarantee it's a trap. So, LA versus Carmelo happened tonight. I know that was a pretty good match.
Yeah.
Obviously, LA Knight won, and we're getting Game 7 of Carmelo versus Andrade for the championship. Winner gets a shot at LA Knight.
Yep.
I am definitely not going over there, bro. That sounds like AIDS and methamphetamines.
Vanover will meet you over there.
Yeah, Vanover likes that kind of shit.
Drop
him
him
up.
the address, he'll be there.
Yeah,
You
he'll
say
be there.
AIDS and methamphetamines.
That sounds sick, fool.
Allegedly. Okay.
Allegedly.
Right. You gotta. Yeah, I get that. Allegedly.
I get it. Allegedly.
Allegedly, there's AIDS and methamphetamines. That's enough for Vanover, though. He'll
Montana,
go
you
on a
became an uncle today. Didn't you? You became an uncle today. Sherry had the baby, huh? Allegedly.
Okay,
No, dude. You
this is the
started
one.
that fire.
This is the one time I am going to speak directly to you, Vanover. You started that fucking fire.
Love you, brother.
We can all sit here and agree, right? Like everybody's in agreement. Folks at home.
I mean, he admitted it.
Folks at home, you all know this. I just want to be very clear. That guy in the comment section, right up there, you see him, Justin Vanover. He started that.
He
fire.
started that fire.
He's the one who's
What?
What fire? he started the fucking
Start the fucking fire.
God, I've been talking about Vanover so much. I need a palate cleanser. Chris Benoit.
It's about time we said his name.
It's you gotta.
We're 43 minutes in.
You gotta really say something to cut through. You know, sometimes don't even read it. Don't even just don't even read it. We're gonna keep moving. We're gonna keep moving. You got to say something to really.
Did
cut.
he just say that? He just said that. It came out of the fucking sink, you moron.
No, but Colt, you don't remember when I lived at that apartment, you remember, and we always had that fucking problem at the kitchen sink that it was just it would only disperse gasoline, remember?
Yeah, I forgot.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, so that he's probably right.
Bye, Vanover.
He's probably got a point.
God damn.
Oh,
Oh, God. I just got more dumb. I'm not a very intelligent guy. I just got more dumb. He's not even in the same city. And I got more dumb.
Ladies and gentlemen, who is Jimmy?
That's a fucking fact, Nathan. It's a fucking fact.
Oh, motherfucker. I wish we had the LA Knights soundboard.
Fuck, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. Folks, I'm sorry. If you're still watching, I think it's just Nate and Vanover at this point. I think everybody else left. Fuck. What a shit show.
Honestly, all of that was worth it for Nate's comment.
I agree.
Yeah, that was all worth it. That was okay.
I would do that again.
Thank you,
just
Nate.
for that comment.
I'm so glad I mentioned Chris Benoit. I never thought I'd say that on this show, but I'm so glad I brought up Chris Benoit tonight.
Fuck. Oh. Fucking Naomi beat Nia tonight. So, did you read about that? Did you hear about this?
No, I didn't.
Okay. So, Naomi versus Nia. It was not a championship match. Just hey, I can beat the champ.
Yeah.
So Tiffy's out there. Somebody started talking shit about Liv Morgan. And so Raquel, Liv, and Dom walked out, and they sat ringside. They interfered and cost Nia the match, which I think is hilarious. And, yeah. That was fucking funny. But I think it plays into that whole numbers game because you know that Dom and Raquel are going to be ringside for Liv at Crown Jewel.
Yeah.
So, and then we'll get back to the main storyline at Survivor Series.
Yep.
Rhea's just going to be causing all kinds of hell.
And honestly, I'm ready for them to wrap that shit up too. Like, we need to move
too.
on. Damian and Rhea need to move on.
Rhea needs to win the title back. Damian has beaten Finn. Hopefully that's the only match they have, but I'm sure they have two more.
Yeah, it's just for me, like, yeah, like it's sure Rhea should be chasing the championship, but at the same time, I almost want her to pause that because Liv needs to run her course as well in the title scene. Yeah. And it's just pointless to keep having these fuck finishes where Rhea only doesn't win because of Judgment Day shit. You can only do that so many times.
Yeah.
So I just say fucking put a plug in all of it for now and circle back fucking later if you must. But I think, for now, like, we should just wrap that shit up.
I agree. I think it should be done. I think it should have been done a while back, honestly, but obviously you got to let it run its course. But it is what it is,
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know, man. We've got a lot of good shit coming, but I'm going to be honest with you. We are 48 minutes in, and I don't know what the fuck else I got to say.
And I think it's safe to say that we can go ahead and call it.
Yeah. I mean, we did everything we needed to do.
We covered all the topics. We got Chris Benoit. We got Bad Blood. We've got looking forward to Crown Jewel. We covered last week.
There.
I mean, it's our longest running tradition on this show.
Yeah, well, either that or have we talked about today? You know what? No, we didn't mention it today.
We haven't talked about how Cody finished the story at WrestleMania.
That is true, yeah.
But the Benoit thing has happened on every single episode.
That's true. I think there was one somewhere in there where we didn't do it. But I think
it's only one. And we didn't talk about Cody finishing the story for the first 4 months of the show because he hadn't finished the story. So Chris Benoit, by proxy, is the longest running tradition of this show.
True that.
We got to keep it going. Can't let it die now.
Got to keep it going. Got to block Vanover.
For real. For real, got to block Vanover. I think we're done. Hold on.
Yeah.
Great week. Missed you guys. It's been 2 very long weeks. We really missed y'all. We love doing this, and I'm sorry we were out of town. Steve was having some family issues as well last week, so glad to say we're back in town and things are looking up as far as family things go for Steve. Still thinking about your mom, man. We love you, and we love your mama. Very glad she's gonna make it out of this deal okay. It seems like so. But guys, we'll see you here next week after SmackDown. I don't know when SmackDown goes to 3 hours.
I know.
I thought it was this week.
Yeah.
I thought it was this week.
It's weird.
However,
Both shows being 2 hours.
they could be waiting until Raw goes to Netflix, and I think I read that somewhere, but I don't know. When SmackDown does go to 3 hours, the show will get pushed back an hour. So we will start the show around 10:30 tonight. Steve had to work late, so that's why we were a little late. So apologies there, but we're here. We're queer. We'll see you next week.
Used to it.
Yeah, Raw was only
was.
2 hours this week.
Yeah, I think it's only going to be 2 hours going forward.
Yeah, moving forward, it's only 2 hours for forever. Hey, thanks, Nate.
You
Love
made
you, brother.
this, bro.
Nate, you got to let us know when you're off on a Friday sometime. Cheyenne wants to say hello. Got to let us know when you're off on a Friday so you can come and talk with us, and you can talk about shit that you know about, which is old shit, which is the best shit. So guys,